Hey everyone, we're back. Sorry about that. It was a technical difficulty on my part. I apologize. But anyway, we're back. You guys just heard Omar's story about his leg length discrepancy of over 5 centimeters, but he had it corrected over his tibia and fibula lengthened over 4.5 centimeters, and now he is pretty balanced in his hips. So now we're going to talk about Francesco's story and his leg length discrepancy, and then we'll just open up to live chat, which I don't know if we have any chat, but let's go for it. So Francesco, hey, we have one guy back. What's up, the Realm God? Francesco, tell us a little bit about your leg length discrepancy. How big is your discrepancy, and how did you get it?
Okay. Hi. Hi to everybody. Sorry for my English, but I am from Italy, so be patient, please. And basically, I have a leg discrepancy of about 1 centimeter, 1.2 centimeter. My left leg is shorter, so I have a femur, my right femur that is 7 millimeters longer than the other one, and my fibula that is tibia, I think, that is 3 millimeters or so on longer than the other one. I listened to the guy that I don't remember the name of the other guy, and I heard that he has a 5 centimeters of leg discrepancy, and I think that my leg discrepancy, the doctors and therapists say that is too short to be a problem for a postural issue. Okay, moreover, this leg discrepancy is from my birth, I think, or I think from when I was 14 and etc. When you grow up, I mean. I don't know if this leg discrepancy is the cause of my problems, but it's been for 15 years or so on that I have quite big problems with all my right side, from my foot to my head, basically, because all my right side is such as rigid, blocked. Okay, and is a problem for my daily life. Not only for the sport, because I always practiced sports, bodybuilding, and so on. But also for my daily life, such as my job, to do domestic works in my home, at my home. And I don't know, it's been since 4 or 5 years that I'm with that I've been with several orthopedics and therapists, but all of them said the same thing, that is that leg discrepancy isn't the problem at the base of my issues. Okay. So, what I wanted to know if if there is someone out there that has a leg discrepancy like mine, and had to have surgery, lengthening surgery to improve eventual problems. Okay. I don't know if
very. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your story. So I'll just do a little recap. So apparently you have a 1.2 centimeter discrepancy. You visited a lot of orthopedic surgeons over the past 5 years, you said, and all of them have said that it's not medically, it's not the medical reason why you're feeling pain in your back, your whole right side, and everything like that. They think it's probably functional or something like that. And however, there have been surgeons who have operated on patients with a very small discrepancy, as long as it is symptomatic and it affects you within your daily life, your athletics, and everything you do. Then that is cause for some sort of fix, whether it's a shoe lift, or if you're like, hey, look, I don't want to just do a shoe lift. You can do limb lengthening on any mount. The only thing is that will insurance cover it? That's the big thing. I don't know how it is over there in Italy. My family's from Italy, but I don't know how it is over there with insurance. But what are the problems that you have? Like, is it like your lower back, like Omar here, and like everything that he had?
No, my problems is basically is I forgot to say that it's been for 2 years now that I wear a shoe lift in my
Shoe lift.
left shoe of about 1 centimeter. Okay,
Okay.
uh, but this has improved in some way the part of my body that is above my hips. Okay,
Mm.
uh, but the problems remains of my lower part of my body, um, and basically is all such like blocked tensions and so on my longer side. Okay,
Okay.
from my neck to my also to very much in my pelvic area and hips, gluteus,
Mhm.
and all my right leg.
Yeah.
And and the same is above on my neck, my right shoulder.
Mhm.
Not so much in my lower back, if
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
be honest. But is a very complicated case, the mine. I mean, at least this is what all the doctors say.
Mhm.
But I don't know if they say also that if the problem should be the leg discrepancy, the show lift should correct them. Okay, should
Mm.
correct the problems. Since I'm wearing the show lift since 2 years. Okay,
Mm.
so I don't know if
Yeah.
the leg. Okay.
It's great that you brought that up because Omar was talking about that earlier. And Omar, can you kind of go back to that? You said your was it chiropractor or podiatrist said they
Yeah.
gave you a shoe lift. How big was the shoe lift, and what did it help with, and what did it not help with?
So it didn't. So it helped with like day to day. Like before, I used to throw out my back, like bending over to pick something off the ground. But so
Hmm.
like those small little minuscule things that it helped with significantly, and even for me to lift, it just gave me more confidence to actually like continue lifting aggressively and stuff like that.
Hmm.
But they couldn't go that. Like I tried going thicker with the heel lift. Like initially, they gave me a I think 0.7, like just under a centimeter, because he said we can't make it
Too
too
big.
big because then it can cause other issues, blah blah blah. So I'm like,
Hmm.
okay, whatever. So like I did notice a slight difference, but then on my own I tried to get a bigger heel lift. But again, because it wasn't because I'm like, oh, it feels good with 0.7, maybe I'll try to fix it on my own here. That was a bad idea because then I ended up getting like brutal knee issues on that side, and
Yep.
there's just your body finds ways to compensate, and that's if certain things are out of whack, then it just
Mhm.
makes the root issue worse, right? Um, so for me, like I couldn't, I had to go back to my other heel lift, and it still allowed me to play sports, but again, like I would still hurt my back every now and then, but it was like few and far between compared to before.
Absolutely. And I'm so glad that you really brought that up because here's the thing for very physically active guys who like I said, us bodybuilders here, people who run, jump, and do this aggressive, high intensity athletics. Shoe lifts only help so much. Like Omar said, it's just for like everyday low maintenance activities. But once you kick it up into high gear, it's going to hurt. And I had the same thing. I got a 2-inch shoe lift, which was a little bit more even than my discrepancy. And I got knee pain. I got hip pain. It's because, like you said, your body can compensate for it. So very cool. Well, Francesco, if anybody has listening, or I'll find out in the Facebook group, if anybody has a discrepancy that's about 1.2 centimeters. In fact, I actually know a guy, Brian Green. He actually came on the channel. I think it was last year for his, Brian, he came on for his discrepancy, and he actually has a YouTube channel, and he had 1 centimeter difference, and he noticed the difference when he got it fixed. So I'm going to put you in contact with him. So Francesco, send me him. I'm going to send you his email through, messaging after this, and then you can reach out to him. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So if anybody in the chat, we're going to open up to live chat questions now. Sorry for the hiccup. Like I said, it was like a technical difficulty, but I know we lost a lot of viewers, but that's okay. But if you guys have any questions, I'll bring them up. We don't have Randy today, so I'm going to try to look through here myself. Realm God, appreciate you coming back. Harry, basically, yeah, it was a little glitch on the software end. Time-lapse car guy Bruno, what's up? Europe has insurance like Canada. Oh, okay, yeah, I didn't know that. Okay. Well, that seems like it's all the questions. You guys don't have any questions for discrepancy folk. I know I lost all my discrepancy people on Facebook and the last stream. But anyway, guys, I don't want to hold you up. I really appreciate you guys coming out and doing this. Like I said, every story that we tell on the channel, whether it's for stature or discrepancy or deformity or whatever it is, dwarfism, it doesn't matter. It's changing somebody's life because they hear it. They can see themselves in that. And they say, hey, look, that person inspired me to get that done. And that's what we're trying to do here is pay it forward to everybody else. So you have, let's see here. Was the leg lengthening? Harry says, was leg lengthening tested on monkeys, randomized controlled trial? I have no clue. We're going to have to ask one of the surgeons or somebody, from way back who's done that. I don't know if they would have done it. I'm sure they've done it on some animal before, but and then other question here, touch on ways to finance the procedure. We'll probably do that in another episode. Bruno, there's tons of ways. In fact, there's some ideas that I'm trying to work with something. I'll talk about that more later. I don't want to hold these guys up, but anyway, in fact, all right, I'll stick around for five minutes, but if you guys have any, okay, Zami or Zamo has a question. But Omar, if you guys have to go, that's fine. I really appreciate you coming out. If you have a dummy email address for anybody who wants to kind of reach out to you, because you had a big discrepancy, and for an athletic guy, there's a lot of patients that reach out to me. In fact, there was one who's a basketball player. He commented on my video the other day, in the discrepancy video, and he's like 6'4", something like that. But he said, "Hey, look, I have a 4 centimeter discrepancy, and nobody understands that it affects me. If you have a dummy email address, feel free to give it to me, and I'll put it below." 40 centimeters femur, 36 centimeters tibia. You're asking a proportion question. I don't want to get into proportions today. Anyway, we'll do that next time. I think we're going to do a complications roundtable, which is going to include a lot of different, cases and x-rays from both discrepancy patients and stature patients next week. So that's going to be next week sometime. I just got to get confirmation from the surgeon. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys coming back out to, support these guys on the channel. And Omar, appreciate you, man. Really helpful for you to share your story. Francesco, thank you so much. I'm going to send you the email to that guy. We'll bring you guys back on if we ever have another. So one more question, Omar. When is the expecting that you're going to be fully healed?
So after the last X-rays I showed you there's quite a significant change in bone growth. So he was hoping by the next month, or actually in 3 weeks, we have another X-ray to see if there's more bone growth. Yeah. And if there is, then we might be looking at taking the external fixator off in the next 4 to 6 weeks after that.
Wow, so dude, that's incredible. Well,
which is awesome, because honestly, I thought I was going to have this on for
for the whole year probably. But yeah, you'll be walking by like Christmas probably for sure, man. Very, very cool. All right. Well, I'll keep in touch with you guys so that we can have it for other LLD roundtables and discussions. And you guys have any questions, let me know. And if anybody has questions for them, feel free to send it to me, and I'll pass it along to them. All right, guys. This is Victor from Cyborg for Life. We have Omar and Francesco. We are signing out. See you next time. All right.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.